All right, you're welcome to another super wonderful edition of the one and only program that we call the Adult Class. The Adult Class currently is the most educative adult show in the whole of the capital, Accra, and in the whole of Ghana as well. And I can even say that in Africa, the Adult Class is still making waves all over. It's on GNTV. It is live every Wednesday from 10 to 11:30. My name is Papa Kwamuna Amo. You can call me Mr. Smooth, and I usually do this show with a beautiful lady called
Auntie Settle.
All right, so the program we have segmented into three wonderful sections. The first part, we're going to have Settle's Corner, where a beautiful lady is going to give all of you some wonderful advice on your relationships. And then Mr. Smooth will walk into the classroom and then he's going to take you through, hey, do you know the shape of your woman? What type of butt she has? What does it mean sexually? Her legs? What does it mean? You're going to be learning these things on the adults class in Mr. Smooth's classroom. And after that, Mr. Smooth will continue and take you to the exclusive classic sex positions for the day. Watch out, something special is coming your way this evening. But before then, we'll have a recap. But before the recap, we'll go for a short break. And after that, we'll start the real deal here, live on GNTV, Adult Class. It is live. Alright, we are back, and in this adults class we are entering into the first part of the show. Like I told you, the first part is called Settle's Corner, where Auntie Settle gets to give you some tips that you need for your relationships, because this, like I said, is education. We are educating you so that you can keep your relationship, make your relationship thick, and make your love life a better one. This, we are not promoting sex. This we are not promoting sex, and this also we are not doing promiscuous stuff. We are teaching real things that when you know, your relationship gets better. But I have a wonderful lady here, Auntie Settle. How's the week been like?
Oh, it's been cool.
And I'm sure you're doing the teaching and the coaching everywhere you go.
I was in the Volta region the weekend.
Volta region.
And you can imagine.
All the way there.
Yeah. People
then,
what do you think I have?
What do you think I have?
Can you describe what I have? I
Wow.
Said,
Wow. This is something that you need to know.
Yeah.
But if you have missed all the classes, this is the 7th one. You have missed a lot. Anyway, Auntie Settle, what do you have for us today?
Yeah, some forms of disrespect that we don't have to tolerate in our marriages.
Disrespect that we don't have to tolerate. No. Let's hear you, man.
Okay. Welcome once again to Settle's Corner. And today we are talking about some forms of disrespect we don't have to tolerate in our marriages. I'm insisting marriages, not just any relationship. It's under our identity. It's the ultimate. Into disrespectfulness. When you say I do you know it's a promise to love, respect, and honor your partner? Yes, to honor and respect your significant other. Into onye de ye share inyamon sam nyam so bi wo ya warim on fata onye. No one ever told you that marriage is an easy fit. Onye kwan bi a mo fabra no woko dabi mpenyefo a wadwum dor. So when you are not ready, don't even start. Man shas ne nkesi kwem na nya ada on fata. Because disrespectfulness is not something that should be tolerated in any relationship whatsoever. And even if you think you are strong enough to stand the storm of disrespect in your marriage, it's not worth it. You simply don't have to be with someone who is not respectful to you. You don't have to be doing all the respecting. Or don't also show anything and also contribute, because in your bit you have to show some form of respect. And here are a few tips. Never ever accept any form of disrespect in your relationship. You don't need to, no matter what, no matter more, you don't really have to accept it. You are better than that. Don't second guess yourself. You are better off. And here are a few tips. 1. So be respect. One, they never put their phone down. Same, instead of spending some quality time with you, but when you get on your phone, not orishum. It means you are telling your significant other that you have better things doing on your phone than spending quality time with them. It's unacceptable. Sometimes you go to their Facebook or their social media platforms. On fata or your worrying. When you do that, you just disrespect your better half. Onkoye. 2, you find out that their friends know more about them than you do. You meet friends and they are able to tell you things about your partner that you don't know about. Oya am shishi, no ya ferso. Ombu, he or she doesn't respect you. They don't respect you. And also onkoye. Because when you are married, that's what I'm saying, not just any relationship, but married. Someone are worried that not there. Marriage is about it's between two best friends. Let me use that word, two best friends. Not just any other friend. If you discuss things, you show respect to each other. My next one is they never introduce you to other people. Have you ever been somewhere with your partner whereby they are talking, they are chatting to friends, and they ignore you? They don't show any form of respect. They go on and on and on without even saying, "Oh, hi, this is my husband," or "This is my wife." It means
always hiding you.
Oh, Pharaoh, of course. Because if you are proud of someone, you respect your wife, your husband, you definitely have to introduce him
and
or
you
her.
front the person everywhere you go.
Of course. Now you talk. It's like you are ignoring him or her. You are not bothered. They talk to you anyhow, and they hide things from you. They hide things from you. Marriage is supposed to be between two best friends. Part of being respectful to your partner is showing trust, being open-minded and honest. So if you keep secret, whether big or small, there's nothing too big or small in marriage. It's when you hide things, it doesn't show respect. It's extremely disrespectful, and even respectful to the commitment that you made together as a marriage couple.
It is how we forget that when you hide the things, eventually it will pop up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's not right.
Okay.
It's just not right. On show respect, and they never take your side. Respecting someone means standing behind them. You stand by them. You are protecting them.
But one can't you obey them protecting? Saying him. Until the person needs to talk to you.
So if you can't protect your significant other. In fact, onkoye. Sometimes when they send you don't have to come out and say, "Oh, me open man on one." You are not protecting them. And now, oh, me the open to quantum so on one. On show respect. No matter what you can iron out your differences. But when you are outside, you have to protect your spouse.
Yes.
Only they are selfish. And when you are together, you are staying together, of course. So this safety should be your priority. So you should also my last point is they think they are doing you a favor by getting married to you. It's just not right. Because I don't know your from mama
so uncle.
Oh, in fact, I didn't puncture. I just want to ask the gentleman, may you find water at the margin, one function, but what? So it's like getting married to him. It's like he's doing you a favor. It's not right.
Most times, if you miss a phone, we're a little too dependent on the man. Or the man or the being or a BBR. So being or a BBR, so definitely. You feel that way. So, Mr. Phone, one more home.
Young pay BB, not many from one church and one change too much. Yapamocho. Me jidi de, the most some kakrabe yaking. You know, if you are respectful to your significant other and it is not returned, it isn't right. You just don't have to settle. You don't have to tolerate all this. You are human. Mom being church today a second-rated human being. You deserve better, and you deserve some respect. Thanks. Enjoy the rest of the program.
All right, you deserve better. You deserve some respect. That was Seto's Corner on the adults class. And you know what? Everything she said, right on point. And if you are really a woman who want to make her your relationship really stick, you need to stick to these things. Don't be disrespected. Respect yourself so your spouse will also respect you. It's an even play field. It's not a World Cup. It's a friendly match. We are all friends in the same game.
Between best friends.
So,
yeah.
Just watch this. We'll end the session. We'll go for a small break. And when we come, Mr. Smooth will take his seat. And then we'll take you into Mr. Smooth's classroom. And then we are going to look at some adult stuff on the adults class. We'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome to On One. I am Bright Nana Kosi Amanina.
Fighting climate change in particular, both in Africa and in Europe, we are interdependent.
Our intake of refugees has been going up in recent years.
Today's markets and today's life is no more a question of common sense. It's a question of knowledge, understanding.
We have task forces that patrol the markets, the communities, and to ensure that certain fires do not occur.
Alright, you're welcome back to the adults class, and it's Mr. Smooth on his seat. And let me also inform you about this one. This show is live on Facebook. You can get us on GNTV Ghana Network. GNTV Ghana Network. You can watch this live on Facebook. So if you are watching and you have a friend who doesn't have a digital TV, I'm sure a couple of people will have to buy new digital TVs because of this show, because you definitely need to watch what we do here. So if you don't have one, just get to Facebook, GNTV Network, and you can be watching what we are doing here live on on Facebook. All right. This corner, we are looking at the physical features of a person and how you can tell the person's sex drive, sex type, sex organ size. We started from the head and we are moving all the way down to the feet. We told you what the hair stands for. Remember? I said that if the person has a lot of hair, it means the person has a high sex drive. And I also told you that the hair has a direct link with a person's kidney. So if the person has a high sex drive, it means the person has a strong kidney. And strong kidneys signify strong health. It means the person is a strong person. So if the person has a lot of hair, it means the person has a high sex drive. And then we said that if the person has a long crescent eyebrow, it is possible that a person has a long phallus. You know what the phallus is, guys? Yes, you know what I mean. If the person has a long crescent eyebrow, the person has a long phallus. And then we said that if the person has big eyes, it is indicative of the person being very sexual. Big eyes are indicative of romance, people who are really open-minded and ready to do all the love things. So super lovers have big eyes, and the women, when they look into your eyes with the big eyes, and then the guys go into your eyes with the big eyes, then there's a little wink a little talk there. You know, the wink itself makes a click in your sphincter muscles, and it is sexual as well. So you need to know that too. And then we said that if the person has long nose, it is indicative of the person having a long phallus. And if the woman has a long nose, it is also indicative of the woman having a long vaginal canal. You get me? We are combining them, and then we are getting there. We'll put them all together. We said if the person has small lips, it is indicative of the person having a small phallus. And if the woman has a wide lips, it also means that from the clitoris way down to the frenulum, you know it. I'll show you all these things as we go on. It's also wide, just as the lips. And then when you see those beautiful, well-shaped lips, it also indicative that the woman's private part, whatever she has there, is laid beautifully. And then if the woman has beautiful teeth, small beautiful teeth, is indicative of the woman having a very strong vaginal wall. And some women are very pleasurable, very, very pleasurable, those with small teeth. And then it means the vaginal muscles are also tough. We talked about dimples being multi-players. It means the dimples, the muscles can shift. They can take both small and large phallus. And then if the woman's hands wet, if she wets, it means that she lubricates a lot, but the vaginal muscles do not dilate. They do not expand like those with the dimples. So we're just relating them. And then we looked at women with short fingers. We said if you have a short finger, it's simply indicative of a short vaginal canal. We talked about the type of breasts. We looked at them. We looked at the type of nipple. We looked at the areolae and what it means. You have missed 6 of these classes if you are away. Make sure you carry your TV with you everywhere you go on a Wednesday. And then also we came back and then we looked at the man's nail, the thumb on the nail. And we said that if the thumb on the nail is wide and long, it is indicative of a long penis. We even talked about a thick neck, indicating a thick shaft, and then a thick nose, indicating a thick phallus. You get that? So all these things you can tell. And I'm doing this down to earth explanations of these things because I believe that there's no need to try sex when you're not married. You can tell the person's sex type, sex organ size, the way it would even feel just by knowing these things that I'm talking about. And once you know, there'll be no need to practice. All you need to do is join the adult class and learn the details. After this series, we are going to be doing something really, really unique. Something that you can't even imagine. The sexual response cycle will teach you how to kiss. We teach you how to do the cangaligos, fellatio. We teach you all the details right here on the adults class. And I'm telling you, I'm just giving you a feel ahead. But today, let's look at what we have. Yes, for my presentation, I usually do a laptop PowerPoint presentation. For my presentation, we have different types of butt shapes. And each butt shape tells something about the woman's personality. You didn't know that, but I'm telling you that the type of butt a woman has is indicative of the type of person she is. The first one, we have a round butt or a bubble butt. A round butt or a bubble butt. Now, this is what it means. If the person's butt is round, it is round all over, from the back all the way in there. From the head all the way in there. Right? From the head all the way in there. And then also, it also tells that this person is a very is a goal-oriented person. Women with round butt are goal-oriented people. When they set their minds on something, they want to achieve those things. They are determined and they have a lot of friends. And because they have a lot of friends, the guys who go out with them who feel insecure because they love the butt always would disturb them with, you are cheating on me, you are cheating on me, you are cheating on me. Meanwhile, these women are that type that go for one guy at a time. But because of the way the butt is designed, they spend a lot of time on themselves. So they are very fashionable. They would want to dress in a way that whatever they have behind them would show. And normally
they dress to attract.
You see, it is not their intention because of the size of the butt.
They just feel good
They will
about
not
themselves.
fit into the normal 12, size 14 type of dresses that we have in the boutiques. So they would have to take their time to pick a dress that will fit the sort of butt that they have. And these ones, I've shown you 4 different types of the round butt. And when you see it, you should be able to identify that this is the 4 round butts. There are 4 different types, and I've shown you on the PowerPoint presentation here. Like I said, they also, because they have a lot of friends, and men have the tendency of thinking that they are going to be promiscuous, they always fight for equality in a relationship, and they are very confident in themselves. They are very confident because they know that ojinawa osipisita inti oma benyin bia insisinti benyinfon bakade na anu yezen. And these are the things that you need to observe, the things you need to know, so that if you are going out with a woman who has a round butt, you know her character. I am saying that such women usually do not cheat. But because of their nature, because of the type of butt they have, they attract a lot of attention, a lot of men, because of the load behind. And the round butt, you can have small ones and large ones. And the large ones are the ones that normally attract people. But those ones with the large ones are very good mothers. They are the ones that keep the home so well. Okay, so I'm saying that they are determined, they are high-spirited, they love what they do, they are very social, they love going out, because when they go out, people will then appreciate, admire what they have behind them. And it is fun to have a woman who has such a butt. Next, we have the hat or the A-shaped butt. The hat or the A-shaped butt, and others will call it the oval. The basic difference here is from the top of the butt is flat, and then it becomes round by the hips, around the hip area. Such women hardly get diseases like diabetes and the blood pressures, because they don't get fat around their bellies. They get the fat around their hips and around their waist, right? So not around their waist, but around their hips. So they are safe from those things. Now, these ones, like I said, they are also very confident, they are kind, and they are also very, very bold ladies. Very bold. They don't lower their standards. they never lower their standards. And then look, also, because of the shape of their butts, they don't like sports. They don't like doing the jogging and the athletics and that sort of thing. And such women to attract a lot of men. So they use their confidence and their boldness to drive away guys. And then guys will think they bluff, or they see themselves too much, or they are too full of themselves. It's simply because they use that to protect they themselves from predators like some of you guys. You get that? So when you have a woman who has the heart-shaped or the oval shape or the A-shape butt, these are her basic characteristics. She is very confident, she is very bold, she loves to keep high standards, and then also she is not what do you call it, sporty. But the problem here is, because of that, you see, I said it, she doesn't want to conform. She's a non-conformist. She will not conform to some of the things that the normal or other women would. She wants to keep a certain standard. And such women are also very warm. When I say very warm, they are passionate. When you are loving a woman like that, she gives her all. She gives her all because she takes time to pick you. She took time to select you. And then we have the inverted V. That's the A turned upside down, or the V, the A turned upside down, the inverted V. And then this one, it is, the hip is small, just as the waist. So when you see the woman wear the dress, you see the butt draw a V.
Yeah,
If the dress is tight, you see that the hip and the waist and the hip are the same,
Yeah,
but the
upper
buttocks
body is a bit bigger. Okay.
and then as it goes down the butt behind, you see a V there. They can have big thighs, yes, but when she dresses in a very tight clothes, you see a V drawn in the clothes. Now, these are the characteristics. Okay, they are very, very what do you call it, warm people. And then there's one special thing about this type of people. When you have a woman who has a V-shaped body, she is very helpful. They are the women who help men. That's what I'm saying. They are the women. Yes, they have the V shape. They help men. They are the ones who are generous. They give a lot, and most men deceive them. They just use them and eventually go and marry other people because they are not too sexual. So unless, of course, a V-shaped woman has all the characteristics of a woman who has high sex drive, you will not be having that woman pushing for sex with you. Okay, next we have the square one, the square out. The square out. The square out to the, what do you call it? You see a square. You see a square from the hip, from the waist all down to the waist. You see that the woman is a square.
The hip.
Yeah, from the hip.
The waist.
From the waist to the hip, you see that the woman is a square. Basically, that's it. And then these ones, they have low amount of fat around their waist. Very low amount of fat. And then she is focused. And then she always wants to succeed. These are the athletes. Watch them. These are the ones who do the running. They do the gymming. And then she would always be at the gym. These are the ones that are the tomboys. They dress like guys and want to do their things like guys. They have a square butt. And such people, because most of them are very sporty. You know, when you do a lot of sports, a lot of running, you have a lot of muscle, very hard muscle tone. It makes them dry, and when you are making love with them, you need to really use some water-based lubricants to wet the place up, because the exercises actually drains water from them, and then they themselves are also dry people. So this is what you need to know. So if you have a woman with a squared out shape, she will be sporty. So when she is wearing the t-shirts and the jeans and all those things and dressing like a guy, don't be worried. She was born like that. And then these ones are not the ones who will go looking for those flashy clothes and girlish clothes and stuff. They always go boyish. They always go boyish. So you should take note of that. So for now, we have talked about round shaped butts. We talked about a round shaped butt. We talked about which one?
V.
Inverted V. We talked about the heart shape, and then we have talked about the square butt. But there's something that you need to know, and look at it. Beautiful. I have a set of butts lined up. All of them look the same.
Yeah, almost.
Yes, all of them look the same, but you can see the butt dropping down. From the top is flat and it drops down. Such women, they have a strong sex drive, and they can be in any of the four. They can be in any of the four types, but so long as the butt drops down, they have high sex drives. And these are the ones that guys really chase, and the ones that they give guys trouble, because lots of people will be chasing them and then they don't care. They are ready to flaunt what they know. They are ready to show you that Alemia they form. you know. And if you are ready to face her, she will tell you, let's get it on. She's ready to face you. And then we have this women with the round, big butt. Like I said earlier, they are very strong, they are very healthy, and they make good mothers. They make good mothers. So the 4 types of butts, I have an illustration there that you can see. I'm saying that the rounded butt dipping down indicates a high sex drive, and I'm saying that the big butt indicates a weaker sex drive. That is the ones that are the mothers and homekeepers. They have a weaker sex drive as compared to those with a rounded. And then also those that are shaped, that are, what do you call it? When it comes to the butt, it is shaped, it is sharp up. Those have weak sex drive. And then those that are flat also have medium sex drive. So you can just see it from here. No need to try it. No need to even want to check whether she is good or not. Because I even told you, I showed you that if the woman wets, you can know. She will have a lot of liquid in the palm. She will wet in the palm, it means she wets. Or you see some mist on the eyes, it means that she wets. So there's no need. If it is big, you can know from the face. You can know from, if it is deep, you can know. So what is the need? All the thing is, look at yourself and what you have. You know, a lot of guys call me, yes, penis enlargement, premature ejaculations. It's possible. We treat all that. We treat all that in my clinic. We treat all that. But the thing is, if you are 5 inches, you are normal. If you are erect and you are 5 inches, you are normal. You are a super hard person. And having a big phallus doesn't change anything. All you need to do is to know what positions to make you penetrate deeper. And that is it. I just discovered the deepest part of the private part. We'll be talking about it in the next session. And that one, immediately you touch the woman orgasm, even if it's just 1 second, you have it. I'll teach you that. Yes.
Really?
Yes, I'll teach you that.
I can't wait.
Yes, come again. I'll teach you that. All right. So, Fletcher, first and sure. Fletcher is saying some funny stuff. All right. Let's go on. Now we are looking at the females with hips, broad hips. This is what it means. It's indicative of a woman who loves freedom, right? And she expresses a lot of freedom, right? She loves the freedom, and then also, when she is having her menses, because of the way her hips are, she will not have pains.
Oh, okay.
So women with broad hips do not experience those menstrual cramps.
Okay.
They don't have those problems with menstrual cramps.
That's quite interesting.
Yes, yes. And then also, women with broad hips, this is another interesting thing about them. The broad hip is indicative of a large pelvis. So once the pelvis is large, when they are delivering crano, it is simple. And then they are so forgiving. They are so forgiving. They forget even the pain. And then they forgive and they forget, and guys continue to play around with them and play around with them. You think they are stupid. That is their nature. They are born with it. And then also, because the fat is always around the hips, they do not get that diabetes and blood pressure and all those things. So they are very healthy people. Yeah. I hope you are enjoying this class, and then you are learning stuff. And you know what? Most guys think they know, but on the adult class, when you join the class, you know that you don't know, because there are things we teach you that you will not learn anywhere. And this is the only classroom live on GNTV, live on GNTV Ghana Network, on Facebook, that we teach you these things. Education is key. We are just educating you on the things that you need to know that ordinarily you wouldn't know. And that matrai makwe that people continue doing, I call that ignorant experience. You don't know it happens and you think that is it. We are killing it right on this show. So if I say that the adult class is currently the most educative adult show in the whole of GH, you agree with me? If you agree with me, remember, there's a class test coming on soon, and you have to pass, because if you don't pass, we will not graduate you for the next course. Haha. Next, we are looking at the legs, the type of legs women have. Do you know there are 4 types? Ojani Oshe. Oshe Kujeng. Amele. There are 4 types. There are 4 types of legs, and each one has what it does and what it means and what women who have such legs do.
In bed.
In bed.
Okay.
You would want to know. Ewa. Stick and stay with us. I am going to show you. So the type A. The type A. Okay. The type A, what you will make you see this is a type A is when she puts her legs together. You see a little gap from the ankle, down the ankle, coming to the calf. You see a hole there. That is a type A. That is what you use to identify the type A type of legs. You see a small gap between the ankle and the calves. Okay, such women are shy. They are very shy women. And they don't like to take initiatives in bed. They are the ones that are very good in bed but would want the man to initiate. So if you are a guy and you also want girls who are outgoing and like would want to prompt that sort of thing, she would hold on to all the hot things she can do, because if you don't make the move, she won't follow. So I say that if you're a woman, you have that type of leg, try to be a little active. And your legs are beautiful, so try and kill the shyness so that you can be able to be a little more open and a little more flexible with your dealings with men. Did you get that? So that is the A type. Did it go well? Yes, it did, right? Now you get it. So when you see a woman with the A type, you know she's shy. So when you are talking to her and she's hiding her face and not showing interest, it's not because she doesn't like you, but it is because she's shy. So all you need to do is, when she is walking and she stands, quickly take a glance at the leg, especially when she's wearing a short skirt, and look for when you are she man for one sanka. And it's a when you are she ne would there a kwanda no ankle okay then ankle and calf. That's hopping at a kwanada. She has the A type of leg, and I'm saying that they are shy. They are very good in bed, but they will not initiate it. But when you start and you get involved with them, while you are doing it, they would also get along with you. They will not become adventurous. Once you are adventurous, they will allow it to happen. Next, we have the type B. We have the type B legs. The type B legs, you see, it is arched like that. They only meet at the ankle. You see a little hole in between the thigh and the knee, and all the way between the calves. And then when they put their legs together, you only see it, they meet only at the ankle. That is the type B leg. Okay, and such women, they are the hot women. They are very adventurous. They are the ones who will climb on your head and somersault and do all the sex positions. They themselves will push you, the man, into that position. They are very adventurous in bed. And then also, they like the game. They like they take relationship as a game. They play with it. They play with it. And you see, when you look at them, their leg is a little like bull-legged kakrebi. They are the kind of one I'm talking about. They are ready to take the lead. In anything, they want to take the lead. And even if they like a guy and the guy is shy, they don't care proposing to the guy. I'm sure you've seen a girl like that. It doesn't mean that she is spoilt. It simply means that she was born like that, and she's open, she's free. She feels that, Charlie, if I don't do it and someone comes to take you from me, I am hot. May lose. So allow them. All right, and then they exercise excessive courage. And because they have too much courage, meaningful one. They see them as too much. I mean, a handful. Because Onsroshi,
They are daring.
they are daring. They are there. Like, if you, no matter what you have, they will challenge you. If you think you are Superman, they are Superwoman. And they are the type that when you talk about sex with them and you think, oh, you are a Superman, they won't tell you, oh, tell me, I'll ground you. Yeah, they're the ones who will challenge you in whatever. In whatever, they will challenge you. They will not allow you to like over them in whatever. And then we will look at the type C. The type C. The type C, the ties are close together. The ties are close together. And a woman with this type of leg, they are very gentle. They are very gentle. And then also, they are free. And they can be extremely wild in bed. When I say extremely wild in bed, I mean abusa, abu noko, umbushe, like anything. If you push her to that limit, she would just mesmerize you. She'll just give you what you just can't imagine. So you need to know. So when you are picking, you know. Know yourself as a man and know what you can handle and go for.
No. What's the difference between the type C and the type B?
Now, the type C and the type B. You see, the type B, the ties don't touch.
Okay.
The ties don't touch at all. They only touch at the ankle. But with the type C, they only touch at the thigh.
Okay.
But they don't touch at the ankle and the calf. You get the difference? Good. Good. That is the difference here. So let's look at the last type. We have the type D. We have the type D. The type D legs, they touch each other at the thigh, at the knee, at the calf, and at the ankle. So when they put their legs together, you see a small hole here, a small hole there, a small hole there. The thighs will touch, the knees will touch, the calf will touch, and they are the ones who have the big calves. And into Akasen, they are the type of women who have the type D. And these are the characteristics of these women. They behave natural and they are traditional. They are not the type who are adventurous. Even if it is sex, they would want the missionary position. If you want to change, they will be a little, oh, why you want to hurt me and that sort of thing. They are that type of women who are not that adventurous. And then also, honestly, if you want to try new things, then you have to seek their support. You have to ask them to allow you to, what do you call it? And then men like them because they will give you the confidence. When I say they give you the confidence, when they are with you, you are all. They are the ones who will praise their guys in public and make their guys feel like they are sitting on top of them. And then also, they are also their legs, when they are slim, their legs are very attractive. But when they are big, their calves become extremely big. And they are the ones that when they wear heel, you see that deep cut inside the calf. Yeah, so that is one indication that you should know. But do you also know that the legs itself, and in tuno usifom nankasa, so it has a meaning? Besides looking at the 4 different types of legs, do you also know that a nana usifom, besiana no usifom from nukutoje all the way to the sole of the feet? It means something. Now let's look at it. Now, look here. We are saying that these beautiful women who are advertising their legs, large limbs is indicative of strength to sustain the body during pregnancy. Okay. So, besafwa wo anentwakasen so wonyisana wombrepi because they can stand and they can hold their pregnancy. Inti usually in what wupia on her one. Inti say one and two na so hips so she's not going to feel the pain during the pregnancy and then she will deliver easily.
Whoever told you that
I'm saying, I'm not saying she won't feel the pain at all.
Yeah.
But you see, for some people who have small pelvics, the pain is seriously excruciating. But so long as the pelvics are wide enough, and then you train your
minimal.
Yeah, the pain is minimal. The other thing too is once you train your PC muscles, we'll be doing that exercise here. Once you train the PC muscles, that one would invite some of you viewers to come and join us in studio live. We'll be doing some exercises. Don't forget that we'll be doing tongue kung fu, tongue kung fu. Yeah, with the tongue. Yeah, tongue kung fu. We'll be doing that. We'll be learning how to do the Kegel exercises. We'll be doing the deer exercise. That is for the men. The deer exercise, yes, because our sexual energy is held by the anus, and once you have a loose anus, you are sick. You can die. You lose energy through there, and once you drain your sexual energy, your spirit leaves the body. It's a beautiful thing we are doing. So let's get it in. We are getting it in a very smooth manner. So that is it. But look at this too. It's amazing. Ladies with big feet. You know, some ladies have big feet. Such people do less for themselves. They do a lot for others. Such women are hard working. They cannot sit at one place. They are always doing something for somebody. Observe it. You will know. Women with large feet. They are the ones who become the philanthropists and giving stuff to other people and all the stuff, you know. So we have looked at a lot of things, but I'm going to stop here. Next week when I come, I am going to look at the shape of a woman. Do you know the shape that you have? Is it the hourglass? Is it the pear? Is it the apple? What does it mean to your sexual life? You want to know? Keep your TV. Hold it tight. Wednesday, 10 p.m. I'll be teaching you that. But today, we have had a very wonderful session. We have looked at the types of butts that we have. We looked at the rounded. We looked at the squared. We looked at the apple or the hat. We looked at the hat. We looked at the oval. We looked at the inverted V. And I showed you what all those things mean. And then we look at the legs, type A, type B, type C, type D. That is what we looked at. And then also, we looked at what you can do with the legs. I told you, if the woman has a lot, like an entunia pufu pufua, it means that she can hold her pregnancy. And if she has large lips or wide hips, it means that she won't have too many menstrual problems. And when she's giving birth, it becomes easy. I hope you learned something wonderful tonight. Mr. Smooth will end the session, and then also we'll go for a very short break. And after that, we will come and give you some classic sex positions you can try tonight. Married men only. If you're not married, this is the time to go to bed. We'll be right back after this break.
In every nation, there are national values and resources that drive international competitiveness and patronage of products made from such countries. And for these national values and resources, investors and tourists alike would like to relocate or site their operation in such countries. Ghana is undoubtedly endowed with many mineral resources such as gold, diamond, bauxite, oil, and agricultural products such as cocoa, oil palm, cashew nut, and so on. Moreover, the Ghanaian hospitality has gained global recognition in addition to the nation's admirable democratic achievements. But why would investors